Today I'm tackling stage 12 of the Pekoe Trail. This one is a little bit of a milestone because it's a longer stretch, about 20 kilometers in total. But the real prize is the destination. I am heading to Haputale, which is a big enough town to offer a decent choice of restaurants and a break from the typical homestay food. Don't get me wrong, homestay food is incredible, but sometimes I just want a different vibe to wrap up a long day of hiking. Technically, I hadn't actually finished the previous stage, so I had to do a kilometer before the Pekoe Trail did what it does best. It tested my navigation. After a 10-minute detour, it brought me back out on exactly the same road about 100 meters later. Thankfully, the route quickly got onto some proper beautiful trail. Before long, the path threw a few obstacles in my way, in the form of massive fallen trees. It required a bit of scrambling and clambering across them to keep moving forward, which definitely woke up my legs for the long miles ahead. About halfway through the hike, you'll hit this small town with a train station. Additionally, it has a classic local hotel. And if you've travelled in Sri Lanka, you know that hotel is the local term for a small restaurant, not always a place with beds. It is the perfect spot to take a breather, sit down and order a hot sweet milk tea to fuel up for your final push towards Haputale. After enjoying that cup of milk tea, I found myself walking right down the railway line. Walking the tracks is a staple experience, but it requires keeping your ears wide open. If you hear that rumble, you just have to step off to the side and wait. I got incredibly lucky and timed it perfectly to see the Class S14 train go past, a massive Chinese Thangamale diesel train. But it was the final carriage that was the best part. Just wait a moment to see. It looked like a couple of guys catching a sneaky lift, but I'm sure it was a bit more official than that. The route continues down the railway line for a little bit and passes through a short tunnel. After a while, you'll head off the tracks and transition towards a beautiful, dense forest area known for its incredible bird life. This bird sanctuary is usually a haven for bird watchers, but on the day I visited, the wildlife was keeping a particularly low profile. I thought this solitary pigeon might well be the best of what I'd get to see. However, after a few twists and turns later, the bird life got a little bit more exciting. Before long, I was on the home stretch, walking straight into Haputale. The relief of finishing this 20k stretch was amazing, and it was made even better by checking into my accommodation, the White Lotus Haputale. After a nice refreshing shower, there was only one thing left to do. Head into town for a well-earned cold pint and a massive plate of Sri Lankan's spicy deviled chicken. The perfect way to end a day on the trail. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you'd like to find out more about the Pekoe Trail, be sure to subscribe now to the Peking Guide.